Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick Pettis, and I'm joined by Dr. Michele Weber, who is the advisor for the Talon and a communications and journalism professor at MSJC. So, Dr. Weber, you have told me that you've had our bad actors in your class. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, Nick. Basically, just to start the story at the beginning, I noticed that I had a few classes that were more elective based, that after the whole registration, general registration opened up, just filled really fast. And I thought, oh, you know what, that's great. All these students are enrolling. It'll be great. So that was like my journalism class and the PR class. They're not like the COM 100s that fill just regularly. And so I didn't think anything of it. But the first week of school, I started to notice that some of these bad actors um, were checking in and their introductions didn't make sense. Or they copied someone else's introduction, and it's like, okay, you say you're Chad, but you have all the same hobbies as Charlie over here. So just like these little strange things started happening, and I was like, I didn't think anything of it because I've never had a problem. Students were always students in my classes. Then when it came time to grade the first week, I went into some of the assignments and there was completely plagiarized stuff. And people were copying each other's discussion board posts. And so I got real angry. I was like, come on, lazy students. I didn't say that, but I was just like, guys, you can't copy and I sent a couple emails to a few of the students who did it, and got no reply. And I was just like, why is everyone plagiarizing? Why is this okay? And then we got an email saying we had some of these bad actors, and here was how you could recognize who they were. So I went in, and you could kind of see if people had, some of them had not checked in. Okay, so those were droppable right off the bat. Some of them had submitted work that was plagiarized or whatever, and so I sent them a message asking them to redo it, and if they didn't respond or didn't reply, they were easy to weed out and drop. But some of the bots were very sophisticated, bots, bad actors, whatever, and actually replied and tried to fix things, actually replied to classmate discussion posts, still sort of the bad grammar type things, but they were even better at it. So it took me a little while to put in some activities and weed them out. So I understand that MSJC is working on this, and it was largely due to bad actors trying to get financial aid money. But from now on, in my classes, check-ins will be video. So the bad actors have to show their face or they won't be allowed to stay in the classroom. And I think that will help alleviate a lot of the problems. But yeah, I mean, that first couple of weeks, I was pulling my hair out because I could not figure out why all of these students were suddenly plagiarizing like really easy things like where do you get your news and stuff. And I was like, oh, everyone gets their news from the same place. So yeah, really very strange situation.
Yeah, it's crazy that people would go to such lengths to get free money off of a kind of broken system, really.
It's really sad too because it ended up taking up a lot of seats that probably could have otherwise been freed up for real students. So, I mean, nobody anticipated this, and it's certainly no one's fault. A lot of it was due to relaxed restrictions from the pandemic, but it unfortunately took away opportunities from some of our students who probably could have used them or who gave up trying to get in the first couple weeks after everything was filled. But I know you talked to Mr. Moore, and I know that the Department of Education at the national level is also working on this. So most likely will be completely alleviated by the time we get to next semester. But it certainly was a curveball in a couple of years of curveballs to have something like this happen when a large majority of your classes are virtual. So.
Yeah, I definitely have my fingers crossed for this to all be fixed by next semester.
Me too, but we're going to be smarter than the bots, and in order to check into Dr. Weber's classes, you're going to have to shoot a video, so I know that you're a real human and not a bad actor.
Well, thank you for this, Dr. Weber. It's been a pleasure to work with you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good one, everybody.